guess who's moved all the way here from good old Calgary? So, I've compiled a survival guide of how to travel during COVID. Tip number 1. I can't make people fall in love. Oh wait, that's a different animation. Anyways, tip number 1. Tim Hortons is Tim's toilets. Number 1 is the most important while traveling during COVID. Most of the gas stations on your way will have their bathrooms out of order. So stop at every single Tim Hortons you come across. Lest you risk stopping at the side of the road. And that can make your next couple of hours devastating. Tip number 2. Compile a good playlist. Personally, I enjoy traveling to and from places on my own. That way, it can make me more flexible. Or traveling with some random group to increase the chance of meeting some weirdos like me. But if you're gonna have a co-pilot, watching them enjoy the 7th playthrough of Country Roads Take Me Home is definitely one of those small pleasures in life. Tip number 3. Caffeine, caffeine, caffeine. Doesn't matter what your fix. Coffee, energy drinks, tea, caffeine is a must during road trips. Tip number 4. Enjoy the small things. When your co-pilot checks in with home base to complain about your music, and home base tells him he sounds exactly like his father, or he spills his coffee all over himself, remember to laugh at his expense. Tip number 5. It's not about the destination, it's about the journey. Honestly, getting lost isn't so bad, especially when your co-pilot mocks you about it. Tip number 6. Stock up on food at home base. We're talking muffins, bagels, cookies, jerky, and apples. And possibly some greens too. Tip number 7. Learn how to fix the simple things. Shit goes wrong, period. Out in the middle of nowhere, you better be able to fix it. I'm talking spark plugs and tire changing in the least. Tip number 8. Don't fight. Want to ruin a road trip? Break this rule. Tip number 9. Communicate with home base. They worry. Tip number 10. Beware of crazy people. Haven't met any yet, but I'm sure they're out there. And those are my tips I've compiled thus far to surviving a road trip during COVID. I have no doubts I will have to revise this another 1 or 2 times as I travel through Canada and the US. So take this first draft with a grain of salt, because remember tip number 7, shit happens.